For football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon the Cleveland Browns. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys took full advantage, he said, of the late season bye. They are rested, ready for the stretch run to close out the regular season. On the other side, the head coach of the hometown. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break, but they got to call him the signals. He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
19 Sergeant.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. You look at this Browns defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 33. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
On
second down, they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Ward. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick here is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses who have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got a sight set on another big game right here.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a 2nd and 2. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Go! Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line. Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Dragon 60, 60 18 Cardinals, 60 Maverick, 60.
Sanders to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just put something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this...
They'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun, Ward. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been incredible all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he just recently eclipsed the 4,000-yard mark on the season. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown. 13th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
And some room to run now. And all the way down to the 29.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jack Panther.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away.
His kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
70 Lions.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be blocked out inside the 45 at the 43.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Let's go.
Now a first carry here for the running back. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timber Wolf.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Got it. Ready?
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
They'll try to run it in with Murray. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now Ward. With the left side, it's complete. He's got it.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Throwing is Ward. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Titans first down.
They go play action with Ward. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll throw again, Ward. That's taken in, Isaiah Bond. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff running for the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Right back to him on first down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on. Hey. Bronco 80. 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
They go play action now. Sanders. He finds his man complete. It's Jimenez. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he comes back with one complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
A big gain on the play.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And he is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Sanders once more. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Second and 4.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He's got his man on the crossing route. There he goes again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Ready.
To throw is Ward. He's got a man. That's Bond. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10 at the 44.
Throwing now, Ward. Throw out wide is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Glendale, the Cardinals at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is the Cardinals wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Joe Burrow. He was just carving up this defense. He threw for more than 400 yards and had 3 touchdown passes, including this one here. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is the Colts quarterback. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. In the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he returns this to the 22. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Steady.
Now Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard.
Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come 19. Come 19. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And he hits him in stride. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
19 Lions. Here we go. Here we go.
Sanders. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Castro. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 through 11. 10 through 11. Buffalo 18. Let's go now.
To throw is Sanders. Over the middle, complete. It's Jimenez. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Out of the gun here, Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
19.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nifty move. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, here's Ward. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, they'll run it here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moore. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Taken in at the 22. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
He finds his man complete. It's Castro. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Castro. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Warriors, 70. Let's go.
To throw again, here is Sanders. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6. The 11.
From the gun, it's Shador. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Cleveland. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Ooh, the juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here we go. Start.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Ward. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Get it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Red. Crap ball leading.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19, Charger, 19.
They'll fake it on a jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. More. Quick throw there. He was incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will have a Titans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Check, check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Get up.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you've got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the Titans' 28-yard line.
70 Lions. Go street.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Here's Sanders. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. It's now third and 13.
Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Okay, break.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
And
they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
let's go now. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Drag him 60. Comeback team. Rocco 80. 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Sanders to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And here's a handoff out of the gun. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.